Alright, welcome back. Okay, so in the last update, Oswald went on a secret mission, and he also fought Brigand, and he found Gwendolyn. Wonder where that'll go.
Odin must be terrified to see his army so afraid before the battle begins.
They say that Beldor will unleash a dragon during the next battle. Our army's defense will be impenetrable.
The fairies seem to have a lot of stuff going for them.
Take away the courage from Odin's witch, and all that remains is a weak human girl. We've proven that by killing Griselda, the Valkyrie leader.
Oh, well, Griselda's dead.
The witch is no match against our resolve and power.
Yeah, I don't know about that. How you guys doing?
I still can't believe that Brom is a traitor.
Brom wasn't so much a traitor as is Melvin is kind of a huge asshole.
Show us more. Show us the Beldor Reaver's might.
Why did you pause for so long?
You can't battle on an empty stomach. See if there's anything you want.
Well, we don't really need anything, but sure, let's just go ahead and grab a couple muggles. May as well.
Do not stand in my shadow. My own spirit will become tainted, like yours.
Okay, bit of a weird superstition, but whatever. Time to go to war!
We have prepared ourselves. That brute Odin, he will certainly be surprised.
I think you're gonna be more surprised than him.
Your Majesty, could you please reconsider the proposal to mass-produce the ciphers?
We have Beldor's dragon. We also have your swordsman. If we can take the cauldron, we will have more than enough phozons to sustain us. We will no longer need the poison that has been damaging us.
What a foolish thing to say. My dear aunt, you are full of naive ideas. Don't you understand? The cipher is absolutely necessary to battle the Demon Lord.
See, at this point, this is where you start suspecting him and throw him into a cell or something.
I cannot allow royalty to be criticized so in front of my subjects.
Please forgive my insolence. I care too much for you. Not as a retainer, but as family. I spoke too frankly.
See, when your hands are folded behind your back, like, constantly, and you bow like that, that means you're an asshole. That means you're evil. Constantly doing that, it's just...
That woman fails to see the...
Even when he's walking.
Oswald! Are you on your way? Yes. You must demonstrate the overwhelming power of that sword.
Well, alright then.
Kill many, and make no mistakes.
That I can do.
Princess Mercedes, will you really be heading to the battlefield?
Of course. I need to prove my worth as a leader to my mother.
And this is where Mercedes' chapter begins.
You to stay behind and look after the castle? That is also a leader's job.
Have Melvin sit here and hold the fort. Oh, hi, Melvin.
Princess Mercedes, please, leave the battle to me. Rest assured we will see victory.
No, I shall go as well.
As you wish, Princess. Please, come this way.
Gee, I wonder how that's gonna turn out for her.
Lord Melvin, please do not take offense.
If something were to happen to Leifthrasir, that brat will be the next queen, huh?
It's true. Well, funny you mentioned that. Wait, let me try to remember. How did Mercedes' story start off? Oh yeah. Leifthrasir is not going to be seeing the end of this battle. And eventually that'll lead to Mercedes becoming the new queen. Also, here's Serpent Grief. It's a black fire snake. It's alright. Pretty decent long-range move. Not nearly as good as, say, Cornelius' stun-locking combo, but you know what? It's fine. We have a whole bunch of new Phozons to look for anyway. Another A rank. I say Oswald's a lot of fun, but I'm just having issues getting S rank so far. I don't know why. Probably because I'm holding on to Berserk a bit longer than I should. Or maybe I'm not using Vile Rush as often as I could be. It's a pretty solid move. Crazed Grip is also a really good move. All of Oswald's moves just feel very visceral. Now we can make gold. That thing that alchemists are not supposed to make. You know, they say that the fairies are overwhelming the Aesir. Honestly, yeah, I can see how. Because the Aesir kind of suck right now. They're kind of bad at this. But then again, when we fight the fairies, they're just as weak. Nothing can stand in front of a player character. You guys already lost Griselda. What can you guys do? I'm betting not a whole lot. Case and point. And broken neck. Alright, got a new Phozon Prism. What'd we get? We got... Shadow Bite. A shadow that crawls along the floor, striking foes from below. That does sound pretty cool and pretty metal. Might have to give that a try. Let's go find some enemies to use it on. I never really use these Mandragoras all too much. I know they're good for recipes, but eh. I don't need all these Phozons. I need levels. You don't get to hit me and run away. That's not how this works.
I could charge extra since this is a battlefield.
See, Oswald is the last person you should say that in front of. He will stab you for less.
I'll make you a deal.
Get a map, dragon key. Let's see. Some stone boots might be a pretty good idea, but we'll find some later. Alright, what kind of enemy we're fighting now? Oh, it's another berserker. Well, there's Shadow Bite. You know what? Vile Rush works just fine enough. You know what also works really well? Friggin' Berserk mode. Oh, look at this. It cuts through Aesir like butter. Yeah, adding more kindling to the fire is not gonna help you, dude. And done. And the inventory management bullshit begins anew. Got ourselves a big map and a lot of stuff to do on it. How dare you throw bombs at me, cowards! Oh boy, another berserker. Let's see how this one will fare. Little gyro. What is the point of these things? For those of you who have played the Disgaea series, which is a really fun strategy RPG series of games, Oswald's Berserk form looks super similar to the bad ending of Disgaea 2, which, ooh. Okay, bit of a heads up. Odin Sphere has multiple endings. Multiple endings depending on what you do toward the end game. We'll get there later on. But needless to say, some of the endings are not exactly happy endings. Some of them are just very, very depressing. We'll get to those later. But speaking of bad endings, I've shown off a few in like my Persona 4 playthrough, but bad endings are always just so fascinating to me. Because everybody wants to go for like the true ending, the golden ending, where everybody gets a happily ever after, etc., stuff like that. Bad endings are pretty fascinating because it just shows you how dark, how bad things can get for the main characters. And honestly, it kind of makes you feel like, Sometimes the writers go a bit dark. And sometimes getting a bad ending is harder than getting the true ending. Like with Disgaea 2, you actively have to work to get the bad ending. And when you get it, it's a doozy. It is an absolute doozy. But if you watch it on YouTube, watch it in Japanese to get the full experience because, okay, the English dub for the Disgaea series is good. I like it a lot. But, the Japanese version for the bad ending of Disgaea 2 specifically that's where you get the true rawest experience. It is a rough one. I'm not a huge, like, subs v dubs guy. I don't really care. Honestly, if I can play something in English, I'll play it in English, or I'll watch an anime in English. Mainly because, so I don't have to worry about subtitles. But honestly, yeah, there are some times where the subs are better than dubs, and the dubs are better than subs. But I don't really get into that. I don't really do this all that often, but hey, if you have a particular favorite bad ending, by all means, leave it in the comments. No spoilers, just say which game it is. Why do you guys keep using this airship? It hasn't worked for you yet. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, Aesir? Just a massive clusterfuck of stuff going on screen. Norse mythology in action! Let's see Cloud's Omni-Slash do this. Just a massive clusterfuck going on screen. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and eat some mulberries while I'm at it. Well, that's about right. Oh, goodness. Yeah! And there goes your airship. Again, if Oswald can destroy an airship with just a sword, whether it's a magic sword or not, still, get better equipment. Seriously. It's impressive for the rank and file, but honestly, whenever you got Oswald or anyone else using a cipher, maybe you might want to go ahead and improve your arsenal just a bit. Reinforce the defense on it or some shit. Get rid of all these materials. Just put it all in one health potion. Whatever. I'm not at a point where I need health potions all that bad. Not really. How dare. We still got some more Phozons to look for before we go take on the boss. I don't imagine we're going to be fighting Odin just yet. Even though this would be the place to do it. See, you actually need to swing the axe, guys. Just running and looking intimidating does not help your cause. Look at me. I'm so open right now. There you go. Throw a shoulder at me. You guys are bad at this. Just one Valkyrie leader, huh? Was this supposed to be an ambush? Well, it wasn't a very efficient one. The reason why I'm having Oswald just stand around like an idiot is because this is a secret Phozon Prism. One that actually requires you to wait. I don't know why this is a thing, but whatever. You just gotta be patient. You can really appreciate Oswald's idle animations, though. That old Shadow Dragon thing that he whips off his arm is kind of like Hiei from Yu Yu Hakusho. Was Derek Stephen Prince in that show? I don't know. But Chuck Huber voiced Hiei, and Chuck Huber's a pretty cool guy. I like him. It takes a little while. But hey, you gotta get all those Phozon prisms somehow. Even if it involves just waiting around like an idiot. What's the point of having the spikes on the knee armor? I guess just throw kicks into people. Just stab them like that. Just a bit longer. There it is. Took long enough. Another Phozon Prism. What'd we get? And was it worth it? Beatdown! Increased damage against down foes. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. More damage, thank you. Let's go ahead and improve our Cypher just a bit more. Make our weapon even better. Let's go ahead and improve Crazed Grip. Now our range has been increased. Don't have enough for Backstab. We'll come back for it. Alright. I think we waited long enough. We should be able to make our way to the boss pretty soon. Right after we go get that treasure over there. How dare you! Ooh, Phozons. Yes, please. Alright. Time to go fight us a boss. Been waiting long enough. Fight time! So what do we got? Okay, it's a Halia.
Oswald, dedicate your life to death and darkness.
I mean, I've already been doing that.
Who are you?
I take the chosen to the netherworld. People see me in their last moments and wail. Death. A contract binds your life to the hands of Queen Odette of the netherworld.
I know of no such contract.
You act as if you own the darkness. Only those bound to death have that power.
That's the life of a Dark Knight.
A certain man pledged your life in exchange for the lethal power in that sword.
No, it couldn't have been Melvin.
I'm pretty sure it was Melvin.
The time has come. What gives you power is already rotting away at your mind and body. Now, as the contract is deemed, give me your soul.
Alright, so Oswald's boss fight is against a Halia. Or should I say two Halia? Again, they're not all that different from the Halia we fought in other chapters, but this one has more, like, story significance. So Melvin basically sold Oswald's life to Queen Odette in exchange for power. This is obviously very distressing for Oswald. He just came to fight a war, man. He wasn't prepared for this shit. They got a lot of poison to work with, and I am very low on health. Doesn't matter. Berserk mode makes everything better. As the Halia freak out for a bit. There we go. That is just all kinds of spooky. The Halia are just such a really cool and creepy-ass enemy to fight. It's just the Grim Reaper, but there's a whole race of them. But again, this boss fight, not all that bad. Especially considering Oswald has Berserk mode, which just cuts through enemies like nobody's business. Even two of them aren't that bad. There we go. Well, the Halia are gone. Let's see how the rest of the battle panned out.
Melvin. You! What are you doing? While you've been loafing, the Aesir have invaded.
What do you mean loafing? I've been killing all kinds of Aesir.
As you can see, we've been utterly defeated. Queen Leifthrasir has been killed.
Oh.
My reputation is ruined.
How is that Oswald's fault?
I apologize. Stay put, you idiot.
Okay.
Melvin, the Halia came for me.
Yeah, what's your retort to that, Melvin?
Parents want their children to be powerful. In your case, I succeeded. In fact, you have the power to keep the Halia at bay. Do not worry. You must trust me, Oswald.
I don't think we should trust you, Melvin.
Melvin!
Oh.
How could this happen?
Mercedes is probably a little upset right now.
Where were the royal guards? You said I could leave everything to you! What were you doing? Why did you not protect my mother?
What happened is indeed most unfortunate. I am not surprised you are emotional.
Okay, Melvin.
Queen Leifthrasir made for a prominent target. 'Tis a shame we could not save her.
See, you were chewing Oswald out for letting her get killed, but now you seem pretty okay with it.
Assist Princess Mercedes in resuscitating the country.
I may not find it necessary to ask you for assistance.
You are indeed arrogant, little queenling. If Leifthrasir had listened to my advice, she would have survived the battle. The cauldron has been seized.
Well, that's not good.
How can we entrust our destiny to a lass who knows absolutely nothing?
Time for a coup.
Wait. This is a turning point. Royalty is handed down as judgment of the gods. The crown still awaits its perfect master.
So evil and smug. Meanwhile, Oswald's not feeling so great. What's our new foes on prison, by the way? We got Fatal Raid. And it's a Batwing. Oh, it's a big old kick of fire. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this update. In the next update, gonna see what the fallout of Queen Leifthrasir's death is. Anyway, until then, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next update. Until then, see ya.